Inside the Locker Room with Packers beat writer Ryan Wood of the Green Bay Press-Gazette on the Green Bay Football Postgame Show on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
Ryan Wood joins us now on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Guest hotline powered by Gruber Law. Mr. Ryan Wood, I broached it with you on Friday about the idea of maybe they let Jordan Love just wing it all over the place and let him show off a little bit against Aaron Rodgers, and that's kind of what happened.
You know, I don't think the word is let. I think the word is had to, right? Like, it was very clear Josh Jacobs' calf is something that they're still being very cautious with. They had no run game tonight. It wasn't. I don't think they came into this game hoping that they would just have to rely solely on the pass game, put on Jordan Love's back. That wasn't the plan, but it became the necessity, and they did. They put it on Jordan Love's back, and my goodness, did he deliver. Sparky, outside of maybe a playoff game in Dallas,
yep,
I don't think this is I've ever seen this quarterback that locked in. I was thinking that midway through the third quarter, this is as locked in as I maybe have ever seen Jordan Love play in an NFL game. And then you realize he hasn't had an incompletion since the first half. He went the entire third quarter without an incompletion, 20 straight passes that he connected on tonight. In that range, there was a 2-point conversion. Like, everything was coming up spades for this guy. That's another level that we just saw. That was as good as that position could be played.
And the other part about this, too, is, and I read this earlier, according to Pro Football Focus, his average time getting rid of the ball was like 2.49, 2.5, somewhere in that area. And the guy that covers the Steelers is like, I don't care who the pass rush is. If he's getting the ball out that quick consistently for an entire game, it's going to make it very difficult to sack him. And yes, they got some pressure, but for the most part, Jordan Love was able to beat it, and the Packers offensive line, and namely the running backs, Jacobs and Wilson, did a great job stepping up and stopping the blitz.
The best example of that came on Tucker Kraft's second touchdown, which was the exact next play after Zach Tom leaves the field. So now Darian Kennard's on, right? And he's got TJ Watt across from him. You're thinking, boy, this could be a problem. Jordan Love, he's aware of the situation, and he steps, stands, fires as quick as can be, fires a strike to Tucker Kraft, leads him for the touchdown. Like, it was the little things that he did. You look at the numbers, 360 yards, 29 of 37, 3 touchdowns, 134 passer rating. Like, the numbers jump off the page, but when you really break down what was inside the numbers tonight, every little thing that is required at that position, situationally, Jordan Love was on top of. And that's what you need from your quarterback. For a young guy, he is still young, to be making those type of strides. We came into the season saying that the situational awareness, those are the things that Jordan Love needs to take a jump on this third season. He's done that. Go back to Cincinnati, biggest throw of the game, 3rd and 9. He finds Matthew Golden. Go back to last week, 4th and 2. He finds Tucker Kraft, game-winning touchdown. Then tonight, all the situational things he's on top of.
Yeah, it was really impressive. Follow Ryan Wood of the Green Bay Press-Gazette on Twitter at @ByRyanWood as he joins us here on the Green Bay Football Postgame Show powered by Lakeland University. The other part about this is not only the offense, but what about on the defensive side of the ball and the pass rush they were seemingly being able to get against Aaron Rodgers, Rashawn Gary, and Micah Parsons having a nice game.
Hey, they get a takeaway, finally. In that first half, when Edgerrin Cooper looks like he's about to intercept Aaron Rodgers and just kind of just somehow escapes his hands. I still don't know how he didn't pick that off. You're thinking, boy, is this defense just snake bit? And then as Edgerrin Cooper comes back with a forced fumble in the second half that Javon Bullard jumps on, getting takeaways is huge. Like, you've got to be able to take the football away to be a great defense. They were able to do that again tonight. The pass rush getting home, Micah Parsons is just a special player. He is at one point, it was the play after his sack of Aaron Rodgers. He runs backside all the way, chases Aaron Rodgers, hits him as he throws. And you could tell Aaron Rodgers didn't he kind of had an idea that it was closing, but he didn't know how close it was. And then Aaron Rodgers gets up after the incompletion, just pats Micah Parsons on the helmet. That was one of those greatness, appreciating greatness type of moments. 2 great players, special at what they do. Just understand, hey, this guy's younger. He got the better of me. You mentioned Rashawn Gary, 7.5 sacks this season at this point through 7 games. He had 7.5 sacks last year. He is 2 sacks away from his career high of 9.5 in 2021. Certainly looks like if he stays healthy, he's going to have double-digit sacks for the first time in his career. Micah Parsons has a little to do with that. There's no question
Yes.
that Micah Parsons has brought out the best in Rashawn Gary.
The cornerbacks were under fire last week and have been maybe a little bit throughout the year. Keyshawn Nixon may have had his worst day as a cornerback between penalties and mistakes. Carrington Valentine had a nice rebound game.
He did. The biggest surprise tonight is Christian Watson looking like he's in midseason form, one game back from an ACL. I mean, that's the biggest surprise. But defensively, the biggest surprise tonight is it turns out they're not going to be patient with Nate Hobbs. It turns out that one bad game, they're putting Carrington Valentine onto the field in the starting lineup, and he delivered. He was really good tonight. He forced the pass breakup in the end zone, I believe, against DK Metcalf to prevent a touchdown, almost had another one. He did what he does. He is a fighter at that position. He will battle for everything, and he might get beat. But if he gets beat, he's going to go down fighting. You love that tenacity in a cornerback. Keyshawn Nixon has been really good this season other than one night. So, okay, they weren't patient with Nate Hobbs. They put Carrington Valentine on the field. I'm going to go out on a limb saying they are going to be patient with Keyshawn Nixon. I think they're going to believe in the body of work, and he'll be just fine.
Well, we will see if that plays out. Ryan Wood, thank you so much for coming on, and look forward to hearing you throughout the week on all the different shows, buddy.
All right, take care.
Take care. There he is, Ryan Wood, joining us on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network guest hotline, powered by Gruber Law. One call, that's all.